Goeiedag. Good day, fellow South Africans. I come to you with some very interesting news on the immigration front. And the state of South Australia is offering a very special visa to people from overseas, including white South Africans, and not just white, I mean all races from South Africa. But what makes this visa unique is that unlike the current entrepreneur visa, this new visa does not require $200,000 funding arrangements. And all it requires is that you speak English fluently. Okay, so South Australia has allocated $400,000 to implement this pilot scheme for a new visa for startup entrepreneurs seeking to establish a business in that state. The visa was first announced in March this year before the South African state election, giving an undertaking to the South Australian Liberals to pilot the visa from South Australia before its national rollout in 2019. Here comes Peter Dutton again. Home Affairs Minister Peter Dutton said it would foster business growth and investment in Australia. You'll notice how I always talk about the Peter Dutton factor. Okay, giving an undertaking to the South Australian Liberals to pilot the visa from South Australia before its national rollout in 2019, the government said it would increase job opportunities and boost the economy by attracting startups to establish operations in Australia. Okay, what are the requirements of this visa? Firstly, the visa will be different from the existing entrepreneurial and business and innovation visas, as it will not require any mandatory funding outlay. So you don't have to have a couple of $100,000 Australian dollars sitting on the side. You don't have to have zip, okay? You don't need any money. And an applicant only needs to demonstrate vocational English language proficiency. In other words, you can speak English. So it's a huge opportunity here. There are a few provisions to it. Okay, first of all, with a new visa, foreign entrepreneurs and investors, you've got to have an innovative idea and a supporting business plan. Okay, if you have both those, you will then be able to apply for a temporary visa to establish your venture in South Australia. The applicant's business proposals will be examined by the state or federal government, and those successfully establishing their business venture in, and it's actually beyond South Australia, in other parts of Australia, will become eligible to apply for permanent residence. Did you get that? You start off with a temporary visa, but once you've got it, and you've got your business going here, you'll be able to apply for permanent residence in Australia. Bingo! Bingo! Okay. The South Australian pilot will run over 4 years and 30 places allocated in the first year, with the number of visas increasing every year. The South Australian Minister for Trade, Tourism and Investment, David Ridgway, said the new visa encouraged growth in the local entrepreneurial culture. The new visa will drive entrepreneurialism and innovation in our state, with the future potential to employ South Australians, Mr. Ridgway said. Now, this makes good sense, doesn't it? So if you are a white South African who doesn't have a lot of money, you might just have equivalent $5,000 or something like that, but you've got a bloody good idea and you've got a business plan, you can put that forward, and I'll put some links down below so you can see where. And if they like what you're offering, they will give you a temporary visa, and then once your business is going, you can then apply for permanent residency here. Now, there are a couple of conditions, okay? So let's have a look at the conditions. You must be under the age of 45 years old, okay? That is a critical criteria. So if you're 48, 50, 55, you're not going to get in there. But if you're under 45, in a few years' time, once you've got your permanent visa, you can bring your parents and other older relatives across to Australia through the parent visa. So it is a way of getting your family out of South Africa. And the government went on to say, we are confident that this arrangement can lead to participants applying for permanent residence in South Australia as they develop their business plans into successful enterprises, creating new companies and jobs for our state, said Mr. Marshall after the federal government's announcement. He went on to say, these arrangements will also encourage more investment in those sectors of our economy with the greatest capacity to grow, including advanced manufacturing and defence technology, following the federal government's decision to centre the naval shipbuilding program in South Australia. Now, I should say that South Australia is very big when it comes to the defence industry. Okay, so if you're involved in some technology that's involved in defense or types of weapons or whatever, that's an additional bonus for you. And it's not just restricted to that. I'm just making that point. Alrighty, I'll leave that with you. And don't forget, I'll see you Sunday night, 8 p.m. Johannesburg time. That's this Sunday. Okay, take care, guys. And I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.